So in the earlier video, we have got the two optimum velocity and feed rate for the minimum cost of tool or tooling or machining. So, but when we make a plot, so we had two independent variables, and the dependent variable was the total cost that was coming, that was the minimum cost. So if that is a 3D plot, but if we make it on a 2D scale, we can compress it on 2D plane, then this is the velocity, feed rate. So those two are the independent, and R was the dependent. So this is how the R is changing. So I can have a maximum feed rate only allowed, because if I'm going to increase the feed rate too much, my surface roughness is very bad in that case. So a maximum feed rate has been derived empirical. Formula is given by this square root of 8R into H max, and H max is the maximum surface roughness which is allowed by you. So that depends on the client which you are tackling, and R is the nose radius of the tool. So that depends on the tool geometry, and this H max will be in units of micrometer. So that will be in magnitudes of micrometer directly, but we want to substitute that in terms of mm. So I'll explain about this units in a numerical question directly. So there is an upper limit to feed. That is what we have understood from that, and we cannot reduce the cost below 1 point. So we cannot reduce the cost below that point, otherwise the feed will I need to increase the feed, and that case my surface roughness is very bad. So that was the one of the restriction or constraint we had on the cost, or the minimum cost, or the feed rate which is allowed. And the other constraint is to have the available power. So by the approach that the power is FC into speed, and using the energy approach, so the merchant's word which I have mentioned is irrelevant over here. The energy approach is being used directly, which gives my force is equal to the energy. This is the specific energy into the area. So this is the energy per, so this is the specific energy into my volumetric flow rate, volumetric material removal rate. So the minimum work I can get, W limit, or the maximum, not the minimum, the maximum work I can get is this FC into speed, FC into V. So I can substitute that FC from there. That will be 1000 U naught F raised to 0.6. So the T1 are getting included inside. So the net T power will be 0.6. And we know that in turning, T1 is equivalent to F. So I've just replaced T1 with F. So F has the power of 0.6. And the velocity is coming from width. So V into F raised to 0.6. V into F raised to 0.6 from here is W limit divided by 1000 U naught. So these are all constants. The W limit is coming from whatever electrical power source we have that can provide me only 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatt, whatever is the limit. I have 2-phase, 3-phase limit, domestic, residential limit, industrial limit, whatever. But there is a maximum power which is available to us, which is indicated by W limit. So that's the thing, and that will limit my VF raised to 0.6. So that means my VF raised to 0.6 is a constant, and that can also be plotted in that VF chart. So earlier I had a R curve which was this. Let me redraw that. So this was my R curve, this one, and the second curve is VF raised to 0.6. So this is the curve that was that is VF raised to 0.6 is equal to constant, and they are going to intersect at some point. So that's the point we should be working at ideally, or they need not be that exact point if we want to optimize my cost. So this we had one constraint that was this constraint, that is we have some maximum feed rate. So the FB, so which point should be the working point? That's our question. So we have explained two constraints, that is the maximum feed rate and the maximum available power. So whichever points appear first in the optimal points. So these are the two optimal points. Either we work at minimum power. So if we want to work at minimum power, that is the point B. And if we want to work at minimum minimum cost, that is the point A. But whichever points appear first is the optimal point for us. whichever point means A or B. The A point here indicates maximum feed rate and B point indicates the intersection of available power and tool cost. So in that case, I'll have the best working possibility, but it can happen that FB, that is the point B. So here is the intersection for these two curves, but it can happen that this curve is going to intersect it later. So this is the cost curve. Let's say this is the R curve I have, and let's say this is the F feed rate curve I have, and it can happen that this is my F max. So in that case, I need to stop over here, and the point B, that is the intersection point, is after my maximum feed rate point, which is over here itself. So in that case, FB may be greater than FA, but then we need to select point A and vice versa. So we can choose which one, which is the optimal point, but we cannot move away or go farther from this maximum feed rate. So this is how the total cost will be. The constant cost R1 is over here. The constant setup and ideal time cost is R2. The R3 is the machining cost. The R4, so these are the nature how they will change with speed. So I'm taking the individual cost and total cost with the parameter speed. So the R3 is going to decrease like this with speed. The tool changing and regrinding, so R4 plus R5 is going to increase like this. And the total cost, that is the summation of all this, will have some curve like this. So this is the point of minimum cost, minimum total cost. So that is the optimum speed for minimum cost. But this need not be the direct working point because of these constraints which we have, the F max, and according to the F max, I can have the minimum velocity also. So this was one of the approach which we had done, in which we have achieved the minimum cost and we have achieved the optimal speed. It is not the maximum speed, it is not the minimum speed, it is some optimum speed. I can reduce the speed, I can increase the speed further, but this is the optimum speed. So we'll stop over here. This was the end of one of the approach. In next video, we'll look at the another approach. So thank you.